You are looking live.
Oh.
The San Gabriel Mountains.
Give me a countdown. And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Millville tonight. The 1-3 Thunderbolts take on the 3-1 Williamstown Braves. This is Williamstown Braves football, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. And here in the broadcast booth, Chris Losey with Coffee Jones as usual. Williamstown coming off of their first loss of the season to the Prep. That's no surprise. It's the only team that's beaten them. They have a sense of purpose tonight. Not a lot of joking around like usual. They're all business tonight.
Well, they need to be, Chris. You talk about the team that's beaten them for the last 2 seasons. You had revenge on your mind, and you come up 3 yards short. 1 2-point conversion, and there's always going to be a situation to where you're going to be second-guessing yourself. We know hindsight is 20/20. Should we have gone ahead and kicked the extra point and played it out knowing that we're the better team? Now, with that being said, I like the decision either way. If you think that you've got to play and you got the best player in the country, you get him the football. I didn't like necessarily the play call, don't get me wrong, but you're being aggressive as a play caller and making the decision as a coaching staff to go for the win. I totally respect that.
And that was one of the discussions and concerns in the week. Look, it's a high school team. It's not the professional ranks. It's not college ranks. But it's okay to go for it in that situation for 2, but maybe the play call, you're undersized on the line of scrimmage. But that's now in the past. Now, this is what's facing you. Regardless of what happens tonight for Williamstown, they are in a playoff pod that has St. Augustine, Holy Spirit. There's more. Cherokee and Lenape. The game tonight at Holy Spirit, between the Prep and Holy Spirit, the winner of that game will host the Williamstown Braves a week from tonight.
Well, I'm excited for that. And I'm pretty sure these players right now, as much as it may seem ironic that they lost to St. Augustine last week, they're cheering for the Prep. I know these players. I know they're going to be looking to go back up there to Richland to get some revenge next week.
No doubt about that, and that would be a 6 o'clock start, and we'll have more on that. We're going to get score updates throughout. We'll get score updates from Holy Spirit. The coin toss, the referee tonight is Jim Conroy, and the captains for the Braves, it's Devin Cooper and Devontae White, represents the Thunderbolts. Head coaches, Dennis Thomas and Pat Gallagher. That's our buddy Dennis. We've been here a while.
Yeah.
So let's watch the coin toss tonight here from Millville.
My headset's out. Something wrong. It was fun.
Dennis Thomas, his 7th year here now at Millville. 1-3 for the Thunderbolts. As a matter of fact, the one win for Millville this year against the Prep. So, 1 point squeaker early on. So the Braves won the toss. They're going to defer. They want to get the defense on the field first. So we will see the Millville offense. And they're led by a junior, believe it or not, LaQuint Allen. All right? Quint Allen has a rushing statistical... we good there? Okay. A rushing statistical encyclopedia. And that's courtesy of our buddies Rich Van Noord. 187 yards, 50 carries. 187 yards, more than 3 yards a carry.
Call that a bell cow.
He's got 4 touchdowns, though. So we'll see that offense. And one thing Millville brings to the table is they have speed.
Well, look, you're not going to beat a team like the Prep being slow. Let's just be honest. Look, you call things a fluke. You call them what you want. You come out here for 4 quarters and you beat a team that good, ranked in the top 25, one of the perennial powerhouses in South Jersey's. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially here, home of the Thunderbolts.
Pizza Hut sponsors Williamstown Braves football tonight and every night this season here on BFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here tonight. 58 degrees, beautiful night for football in November, and we got our No Shave November going, and we don't have a two-shot.
Well, I've been going no shave 2020 almost. It's been almost a year. I think it was like around Thanksgiving last year. I cut the beard off.
A little trim.
Which, yeah, it's hot, but I'm getting old, Chris. You got to just embrace it. Embrace the gray. Embrace the age. Wish we could be young like these kids coming out here with your jersey tucked up and your stomach hanging out. I used to do that, you know. I used to have swag for a big guy. I was one of the best at it, but now I'm a little older. I got to be more conservative. I got a nice BFA, Williamstown. Nice pullover, God know a guy named Ed took care of me.
The one that I left home. That's the one.
So that's why we're not on camera, folks, because Chris didn't bring his uniform.
4 cameras, instant replay, high definition. What more could you ask for? And thankfully, we're going to get this thing started. Brendan Amico, who that was our key, too, during that overtime. I was looking for him, and obviously he would have liked to kick it, but that is in the past, and the Braves now have to put that beside
2 players to watch, Chris.
On the roster. What's that?
2 players to watch tonight. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Obviously, you got to start with superstar Keon Saab. That fumble last week gave the Prep their only touchdown of regulation. And I think he's going to be a little bit upset about that. And also, up front, watch Xavier Alexander.
This is Quinn Allen on the return, and Quinn Allen straight ahead. And Brody Colbert makes what could be a touchdown-saving tackle at the 38-yard line. So the Millville offense, good situation for them. This is the one thing that Millville was struggling this year, and talking to guys here before the game, their special teams, but good run there by Allen. That's something that they're going to have to improve upon. If you're going to get this offense revved up, you're going to be scoring more, you're going to be kicking off more, you got to get better at kickoff coverage. And for a lot of these guys, especially a guy like Brody Colbert, looking for an opportunity to play at the next level, you're going to be on special teams when you get up to college and showing a good job saving your team there with that tackle. Dennis Thomas, as you know, has his huddle on the sideline, typically. Caleb Bowman, a junior wide receiver, to the near side. The quarterback is Quinn Allen, the junior. And Nathan Robbins. They rotate. This is going to be Robbins taking this snap, and he hands off to Allen, and Allen off the right side. Still going to the sideline, gets about 6. We talked about it. You look across the board, 50 carries coming into the game for Quinn Allen. No one else on the team, especially as a runner. The quarterback, Nate Robbins, has 14 carries. Nobody else has double digits. So he is clearly above and beyond the bell cow in the running game for this Millville team. And it's a wrinkle that Dennis Thomas does fairly often. If you remember, he was switching quarterbacks with regularity. Remember, we've been here a number of times. So it's Robbins again on a second down, and actually about 1.5 yards. And we've got whistles on this play. And a false start that goes against Millville. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Just underway tonight here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the entire crew here. We do not know where we'll be next week, but as soon as we know, we'll tell you, and we'll know in about a couple of hours. From my understanding, we will be on the road. Correct. We will either be at St. Augustine in beautiful Richland, New Jersey, or we will be in Holy Spirit in beautiful Absecon/Galloway/Pleasantville area. Either way, we have to scope a place for an after dinner or after game something or other. 2nd and 6, and Robbins with a fake, pulls it under, won't get the first down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Sergio Rodriguez chased him out of bounds. And I'm sure Turner Ainge is going to have nightmares about this play for a long time, and I do in a lot of different instances where I miss an opportunity to just demolish a guy on a block or put a guy over the wall in the Arena Football League. He had a chance to really put his shoulder into Nathan Robinson's chest. He tried to jump, got pump faked, and this is going to set up a 3rd and short, but I know Turner's going to be thinking about that and try to take a shot next time. So it was a 2nd and 1, then you had a false start. And now it's a 3rd down and 2 for the Thunderbolts. They are at the 46. That's White in motion. Why not? Allen right side, and he will have the first down for Millville. Or if not, he's awful close. What do you think, Coffee?
I think he's got it based on the spot. For the referee on the far side, the near side, they're a little bit closer, and they want to take a look for the measurement. Seeing Sergio Rodriguez get some more snaps defensively. He comes up with Brody Colbert to combine on that tackle. And we're going to see with this measurement whether or not that'll be a first down for the Thunderbolts.
I kind of thought that he got further than that, but he must have been down. We have a pretty good vantage point here tonight at Wheaton Field in the press box, thanks to Millville Athletic Director Dave Lagamba and everybody else here.
Back where it started.
Always, yeah. Always accommodating to us. Great bunch of people here. It's going to be short. No? It's first down. So this was our 3rd measurement of the season, and I think I'm 0 for 3. But you know what? It doesn't matter up here when I'm on the stripes. That's when it matters, right?
It only matters on DraftKings. You know, the over/under for you was 2.5, and you just went 0 3.
Oh, I blew that up.
So yeah, you're struggling, Chris.
So a first down at the 48 for the Thunderbolts and Nathan Robbins. No touchdowns for Robbins thus far this season, and Thunderbolts is a 1-3 record.
Check out Kalen Bowman, number 8, bottom of the screen, big, tall, wide receiver.
Nope, to run again. Quinn Allen's got some room. Allen gets all the way down to the 42, and that's close to another first down.
Job by this coaching staff. You put trips to the boundary. You come out, you run the football. Big Chris Adams pulls around number 69 on a nice little power play and a good run on first down.
They'll mark him short. They put him back at the 43, so a 2nd down and 1. 2 minutes gone here tonight on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our crew here with Millville, and a 2nd and short and 3 wideouts to the near side, and this is a keeper by Robbins. He fakes everybody and slides for the first down inside the Brave 40.
Chris, on that last play, I was taking a look at number 70, Big Taheem Mitchell, and they listed him as a sophomore, and I feel like this kid may be a sophomore in college looking at his size, but he had a pretty good base block on the backside against Donovan Ezeraku, and if you're going against an ACC Power 5 commit like Ez is, and you're only a sophomore, I went and watch him more of this game. Big number 70, you see him right there, right tackle.
72 isn't no slouch either. Sean Harris, take a look at him. The ball is at the 38 and a first down for Robbins. This is a screen. And coming down to the near side is Teron Hill. He's a freshman, and he gets very close to a Thunderbolt first down. It'll depend on the spot. They'll mark him short by about a yard.
Be honest, Chris, you talk about the college and the high school level. A lot of coaches, especially even at the pro level, they script their first 12 or 15 plays of the game. Some coaches call it the dirty dozen, that they know exactly what they want to run. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, some running game, some quick screen. So far, this Millville offense has been pretty good in this opening drive.
A drive that started with a good kickoff return by Quinn Allen. So this started at the 38. And, of course, every time we come somewhere as Williamstown being the hunted, everybody puts their A game up. Here's Robbins going to the pylon. That's a great defensive play by Taylor Robinson to knock it out of there.
Looking for Teron Hale. It's a freshman going against a senior. Even though the freshman's got him in size, you see the savvy veteranness by Taylor Robinson, just being patient, not getting the pass interference penalty, going up and breaking that ball up.
By the way, I lost my game tomorrow. COVID.
Sorry to hear that, Chris. You feeling better?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thank you. Thank God.
Thank God, yes.
No, the game I was supposed to do with my crew.
I understand.
Yeah.
I hear college football. I want to say Stanford, Cal. They may have to cancel. Yeah, it's just scary situation, but try to stay as safe as we can be. Keep our distance in the booth.
Nobody wants to get the football, so we'll have to get another one, and that's what the delay is. On a 3rd and 1 with 8:51 left here in the first. Thunderbolts started this drive back at the 38. And in this formation, they're going to go with 3 wide receivers, and that is Bowman to the near side. Robbins, Allen, nope, Turner Inch. Put him down at the line of scrimmage, and a short 4th down coming up for Dennis Thomas and the Thunderbolts.
That's Araku coming in there as well, but Turner Inch coming right up the middle, getting low on that tackle. Great job by him as well. There's a lot of guys that are just so athletic, and I see them at the next level being some typical linebackers. When you talk about as Araku, he'll be an outside edge rusher at Boston College. Brody Colbert, he's a guy that I think he can put on even a little bit more weight, play a little bit of a linebacker at the next level. And Turner Inch is another one, the way he tackles, plays physical.
Being around the guys all week, too. They've got a serious chip on their shoulder, this defense, and right now they need to stiffen up here on 4th and 1. It's Allen again, and he'll get a 1st down. And he's down to the 22-yard line. Brody Colbert with the stop. Move the chains for the Thunderbolts.
You see, when you go on the edge, you go off tackle, you go with the quick toss here. Once that runner gets 3 or 4 steps going ahead, he's going to have the speed to turn it up. You see Lagamba, he forces it back inside, but no one was there to fill that gap, and you got a runner as talented as the Quinn Allen. He's going to get that 1st down 9 times out of 10.
He's got 6 carries already, too. And a 1st down at the 21.
Yeah, get tighter here. I'm getting closer to you since you're going to red zone. There you go.
Coming up on 7.5 to go here in the first. From the shotgun, this is a play fake. Bowman on the screen, and as Araku ate him up after a gain of a couple.
And that's what they're looking for in Chestnut Hill. You see Araku up the field, plays down off the pool, turns, retrace your steps, as coach would say, get back the path that you came, and chase down the wide receiver screen. Great job by Donovan.
The fake was to the sophomore Keon German, who was faked again. 2nd down, Robbins chased, Roccobaldo going after him, and this one goes out of bounds. Nobody in the area.
Just me did Rock get faster right here. You see right there, you see a little bit of an explosiveness at 27.
And they're not going to discuss this. Looked like they were, but I guess they're not. Grounding call, key grounding call last week in overtime. Had a chance to talk to that official, Rob Ritterelli, who we have a lot of respect for, and I thought his crew did a phenomenal job. But that intentional grounding, it was contact by the quarterback. I mean, I can see both ways. Because contact usually, but the contact didn't do anything to the pass, and there was nobody in the area, too. So we'll get back to that in a second. 3rd and 6, under 7 minutes to go here in the first. 2 slots in this formation from the spread. And Robbins hits a cutting Tyon Cephas, and Cephas will have 1st down yardage to the 11-yard line. Gain of 7.
Taheem Mitchell, this kid's going to be a player. I see it already. He did a great job backside at the right tackle spot, blocking Donovan Araku, giving his quarterback time to find that crossing drag route, and another 1st down for the Thunderbolts.
They took the opening kickoff. They haven't given up the ball yet, and we are halfway through the first quarter, and this is very uncharacteristic for Mike Seidenberg's defense. But they're pinned back against the wall here. A 1st down at the 11, so they can get a 1st down without a touchdown. Cephas is the motion man. Robbins chased out, dumps it off, and Allen can only get to the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Hines makes the stop.
Pressure from the inside. Xavier Alexander, you'll see him undersized for a nose guard, but he beats the back block, turning the corner, getting pressure on the quarterback, forces the quick throw, and a good job by Lorenzo Rodriguez-Hines making that tackle. You see a good look there, number 70 right there. She's got the white socks, the white cleats. They're a little loose at the top. It's all right, the Cam Newton cleats. We'll work on your swag. He's only in 10th grade.
What kind of cleats?
Yeah, the Cam Newtons. I see the Under Armours. I know game recognized game. He's got the long sleeves. The kid's got some swagger.
And Dennis Thomas will call his first time out, and so will we. 5:28 to go here in the first. No score. Millville's on the move here on BFA.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hit it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Timeout was called by Millville. So they have a 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line. As I mentioned, they can get a first down. The first down marker is just inside the 1. Dennis Thomas likes to do that a lot, too. Here's a back pedal from Robbins, a shoulder fake, and a throw near side. And the Braves are all over that. And not only that, Hines broke it up. Incomplete.
Hines broke it up, but it could have been Chad Davis almost there to get a break up or maybe even interception. That ball wasn't thrown any farther to the sideline. So good job by Nathan Robbins. He's trying to keep the football out of danger. I know his screen target took a shot there, but big opportunity here, 3rd and long for this Williamstown defense.
Chad Davis doing some good things this year in the 4 games that we've had on. Now 3rd down and 9.
And you got 2 guys on the edge that are monsters, but watch inside Xavier Alexander, number 44, at the nose guard, right in front of the center.
3rd down, 3-man rush. Robbins connects. It's a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
To Devontae White.
That's a great route. I can't say anything about it. He fought some tough coverage from Cody Lagamba and makes a physical catch on just a simple inside post route for the first score of the game. And this is very surprising. This is the first time you've seen a defense as good as Williamstown give up a drive down the field following the kickoff for a touchdown this season.
Number 75 is Eric Edwards out of the hole from Jacob Zammel. And it's 7-0 Millville with 5:17 left. Here in Millville, back with the kickoff exclusively on BFA Sports, sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
A 62-yard touchdown drive opening the ball game for Millville. It ends with a 11-yard touchdown pass from Nathan Robbins to Devontae White. They kept the ball for 6 minutes and 43 seconds, and uncharacteristic for Williamstown, not only did they give up a score, but a long drive in the score.
Chris, I am very surprised. We talk about it, listen. You know, Charles is starting a new podcast talking about gaming NFL level. What are the odds that Williamstown gives up a first drive touchdown to Millville tonight? Great job by Dennis Thomas and this offensive staff putting together a collection of plays, making sure they didn't get into any dangerous situations. The penalties, there were only one penalty to back them up. They got out of that, but they used some trickeration, screen passes. There, just great pass protection and a good throw and catch to Devontae White to put them up 7-0. I'm surprised.
Short kick taken on the run. Brody Colbert And he can manage to the 25-yard line. Bryson Cox Patterson is the Millville kicker, and big boy.
We talked about a team in the prep last week, comes up to Williamstown, beats the defending state champs. Obviously, they're not going to be afraid. Well, this is the team that beat the team that beat you. So these guys beat up the bully. Now, don't worry about what they did in their other games. There's a lot of times you'll see in sports, team will play to the level of their competition. They understand this team is ranked. This is one of the top 25 teams in the state. They're coming to your house in Millville. They're not going to lie down just because their record says 1-3.
This is why Dennis Thomas is such a good coach, too. I mentioned Bryson Cox Patterson, who was the kicker. He's the nose guard. First down with Colbert in motion. This is Brown handing off, and Turner Inge moves the pile for about 3. Devontae White makes the stop, so obviously he's another two-way player for Dennis Thomas.
Turner had to turn it inside. Good job coming off the edge. Devontae White, excuse me. Making Turner stay inside, only limited in that game to about 3 yards because he had a full head of steam on that first down run.
Second down and 7 for the Braves. Coming up on 4:40 to go here in the first. Colbert is at the bottom of the screen. And we've got a flag, and this won't count. Jim Conroy. False start. And it goes against the Braves. Now, what's interesting here, when we get these types of officials, they will call everything in the backfield as a dead ball foul, because that's what their mandate is. But I think what they had was what could have been an illegal motion.
Now, I think it's a good thing, a blessing in disguise for Williamstown, because that option play didn't not look like it was going too far with 3 blue jerseys in the backfield. I know you're supposed to option off the last man of the line of scrimmage, let him go, but I didn't see anybody get touched.
I didn't see anybody move either, though. Second down and 12. With Colbert in motion. Brown looking far side, and that pass incomplete. Quincy Noel. Third down.
Because he's already a little guy. You see Doug takes a decent drop in the pocket. Kind of a bit, if I had a coaching technique on that throw, Jaws talked about it as one of the quarterback functionality gurus. A little bit of an overstride by Doug. Took a big step into that throw, kind of tighten that step up, get that ball to come down a little bit lower for his receiver to catch it.
The ball is at the 23, and it's a 3rd and 12. The marker is the 35. So they've managed a 2-yard run, a 5-yard penalty, and an incomplete pass. And it's now 3rd down and long. Brown on 3rd down with a shoulder fake. Far side, and Colbert can't hang on. That's a great defensive play in the secondary. Caleb Bowman.
Good pass protection. You see late, you get some pressure by Chris Adams up the middle, number 69. Doug scrambles to his right. Tries to hit Colbert, but a great job in the breakup by Caleb Bowen. I talked about him, long, lanky at the receiver position, but obviously that length and those long arms broke up that pass and forced the 4th down.
And we'll see Pedersen for the first time tonight. Naeem Sharp, another freshman, is standing at his 45-yard line. Pedersen's boot's going to find the turf first and off the bounce. And only getting to the 40-yard line is Sharp, and then he got pushed backwards, so they'll mark him at the 48.
David Roberts made a tough tackle on that one. Well, here we're going to see what this defense can do. He gave up a long drive. You talked about it, 6 minutes, 43 seconds, opening drive, touchdown drive for Millville. You're back out after a 3-and-out defensively for Williamstown.
Tonight's game brought to you by Pizza Hut, exclusive sponsor of Williamstown football, home of the stuffed crust special, large pizza with 1 topping for $13.99. Use promo code LE. That's your local Pizza Hut today. Robbins and the Thunderbolts back on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead, and they're in great field position. They're 1 yard shy of midfield, and now they run the sweep, and off the jet, that's Sharp, and he doesn't get anything. 2nd down and long.
Good job. You see Chad Davis get up the field, keep contained, force the running back to come back inside, and then fall off and make the tackle. That's a good job by your defensive end in playing the run.
And once again, we see a lot of the colleges and the visits from these guys. Nick Bruno's been on some visits. Joe Raccabaldo's been on some visits. It's nice to see.
Yeah, try to get us back to some sense of normalcy, and especially for these kids, knowing that the NCAA and all of these college rules are just so fluid and up in the air right now when you look at their eligibility.
2nd down. This is Allen for the 7th time, and he gets a couple, and a 3rd down and long coming up.
See a good job, Keon Saab, that time. Defensively showing up, forcing contain again. This is a 3rd and long, which would normally be a passing situation. You've seen 3rd and 9 converted for a touchdown.
Still have that play, David. Let's run that play real quick. Watch this hold on 5 right here, not called. Look at that. Whoops. See him spin him around?
Chris, I hope you don't call that.
Spun him around.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some parents out here in South Jersey that may not like some of the calls you've made. That one I would agree with.
You think?
That was a little
You don't like that hold, or you do?
I don't. No.
Okay. White is the motion man on 3rd and long. It's a screen to him, and he makes one guy miss, gets a 1st down to the 38.
And it looked like a flag came up late.
And we got a flag on the far side.
Simple swing pass. Taylor Robinson's got to make that tackle. And you get a second chance right behind him, and you miss out. Turner Eanes finally gets him on the ground, and looks like the penalty is going to go against the Braves.
They are going to call, I think we have that again. I think they're going to call Brody Colbert. Let's run it again if we can. Watch at the end, Coffee. Watch where the contact is on White's helmet. Right there. That's 15 from the 38, so that's what it was. So a 1st down for the Thunderbolts again. This is Quinn Allen. Takes it inside the 20-yard line.
Williamstown's going to have to figure something out. They're too talented offensively to not be as prolific as they were last year with the running game that they still have, adding athletes like Saab, another year for Brody Colbert, and these guys as a Rockwood tight end. You got to find a way. I know you guys, John Wood, you had some stars last year, Mekhi Gamble. You had some guys that can go get it down the field at wide receiver, but you got to open it up. You can't rely on being the Chicago Bears the last couple of years, just leaning on your defense and
no doubt
seeing what you can get out of your quarterback. So I know Doug Brown and that offense is going to be geared up to go, especially as we close down this first quarter with 3 quarters to go, down by 7.
It's 2nd down and 5. Robbins near side, and that was Smith, Thomas Smith, blown up by Mr. Chestnut Hill.
Lorenzo Rodriguez-Hines, he flies up and just flips the guy. I mean, there's no better way for you to tackle somebody right now. I mean, I've seen some highlight hits back in the day that could have been a penalty. You go low, you don't hurt anybody. Good, solid tackle by Mr. Hines.
My bad on that. It actually wasn't. So it was Lorenzo Hines. So we will wind down the end of the first quarter here tonight in Cumberland County. The score, Millville 7, Williamstown nothing. Back with the second quarter here on BFA Sports, exclusively sponsored by the Pizza Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. Got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza? And that's Rocco Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
There you see it. Start of the second quarter here tonight in Millville. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here at Wheaton Field on a beautiful night in mid-November. And the Thunderbolts have a 7-0 lead, and they're faced with a 3rd down and 5. They are at the Brave 20. Not much to talk about for Williamstown on both sides of the ball tonight that's impressive. Cephas is the motion man on 3rd down. Robbins has some time. Rolls out. Throws his pass, and that is caught. Short of the goal line, but first down.
Busted coverage. Can't see it. You lose contain. I believe it was 21 Davis. Comes back inside. Good hit by Keon Zob. Right in the chest. Keep it.
Bowman is still down. It was Bowman that made the catch, by the way.
Yeah, he took a shot right in the chest from Keon Zob. Talked about a #1 athlete in the country in his class, only a junior. Broke down his top 15.
There's Tony Ayers, everybody. See him in the far corner. He charts the scoring plays. So as they tend to Bowman, let's take a break because the Thunderbolts are on the move. They're at the 1-yard line when we come back.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Bowman is off the field under his own power, a good sign. And 1st and goal for the Thunderbolts. They have the ball at the 2. Looking to go in again. Allen goes in again. Touchdown. Nobody put a glove on him.
I don't know what to say, Chris. I mean, David Roberts tried to get off a block, but nobody else did, and that's one of the things that you want to teach, especially at the younger levels of football. If you're a defender, you attack your offensive lineman and you shed him. Get off of a block. Don't be a block magnet. Don't be a tackling dummy, and just stand there and allow the running back, because, again, a guy like Allen, that talented, he's not going to stop.
52-yard touchdown drive. The extra point was blocked. And it's 13-0 Millville. Williamstown falling behind early.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. He's got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza? and that's Rockaboldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Back at Millville, Thunderbolts in the end zone again, a missed extra point. That score is correct. It's 13-0 Thunderbolts here tonight on BFA. And you look at Bryson Patterson, the kicker, and the nose guard. Reminds me of the Eagle-Dallas game when Camus Grazier-Hill had the kick.
Whoa, that's a heck of a kick.
Yeah, because Elliott was hurt. Colbert mishandles it. Now here comes Brody, far side, and tripped up at the 20. And the Braves are back on offense. Remember that day? Remember the Eagles in Dallas and Elliott hurt himself? And Camus Grazier-Hill kicked it to the goal line.
Chris, I want to talk about this game. I feel like the weeks have been switched. It would be more understandable if we played Millville last week looking forward to the prep game.
Yep.
And you were looking ahead, and you try to, look past a team like this, and you get whooped in a sleeper type of game when you're snoozing through. But coming off of a loss, this should have your full attention. A team that beat the team that's beaten you handily the last 2 seasons.
And you can see Pat Gallagher, he is not happy about something because it's either a timeout or it's a flag, and I think it's a sideline warning. So no. Oh no, it was a delay game. They've called a delay game against the Braves, so it's now a 1st and 15. And Pat, first year, his first loss, and he is very, very emotional on the sideline, and rightfully so. Colbert gets about 3 on first down. We have an update. We have a score from the Holy Spirit, 6-0. Spartans over the Prep. That's in the first quarter. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 12 coming up. But if you're fans of Williamstown, and of course you are, a little concern must be setting in right now. Colbert in motion. This is Turner Inge. And he gets across the 20-yard line. And that will set up a 3rd down and about 10. Only 2 yards for Turner on that run.
Yeah, this is very surprising, Chris. I have to be honest with you. When you look back to last season, the only loss of the season to St. Augustine Prep down in Richland, 21-7. This team bounced back next Friday night. You win 42-3 against Hunterdon Central in your opening round playoff game. So I am very surprised to see a Williamstown team like this coming off of a loss not bounce back and fight through this first quarter of change.
Dougie drops the snap, able to recover, and then goes down. First sack of the night for the Millville defense, Kevin White, another freshman.
And every play, it's something. The kickoff, you see Brody Colbert, he kind of fumbles the ball on the kickoff a little bit before he brings it back. Snap there, just a little bit low for Doug Brown. He's got to pick it up and try to make something happen with it. This team is just not clicking offensively right now, or defensively for that matter.
And keep in mind, too, when the pod announcements came out, and we'll talk about that, the playoff pod announcements, the Braves are set.
Yeah,
they are locked
true.
In their spot.
Good point.
And as Pedersen, I do that every week. I'm sorry about that. Really.
That is a good point you brought up, though, Chris.
Yeah.
Look at the punt. Come on.
Not a good kick, and it's Millville in business again inside the 35-yard line. Sorry, Jake. Jacob Pedersen. And that's not a very good punt. Keyshawn Watkins to cover it, but from the 33, Millville got a 13-0 lead. They're inside the Brave 35, and we still have 9:03 left in the second quarter. I can't remember a Braves team coming out this flat. Can you?
Do you remember the movie Varsity Blues? Where the team goes out the night before and they hang out all night. And they come out and get their butts whooped.
These kids are.
Coach comes like, I hope it was fun. I hope it was fun.
These are good kids.
Of course, but, man, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it, Chris. I know you're locked in. But if that's the case, if you were worried about, the playoffs, you would rest your starters, try to get some backups in and get some playing time. But right now, coming off that loss last week, this is sour taste in your mouth. If you want to go into playoffs playing your best football, and this is not it for Williamstown.
Definitely a shocker. That's Thomas Smith in motion. Robbins chased out and throws it away.
There it is. See Xavier Alexander, he gets some pressure up the middle. I'd like to see, Donovan Ezaraku comes inside. I'd like to see a little bit more urgency in those pass rush moves from Ez. He's more of an athlete than a technician right now. That's going to come as he starts to get some experience and moves up to the next level.
2nd down and 10. Clock stop with 8:56 left here in the second quarter. 13-0 Millville in front of Williamstown. And next week we'll be somewhere in Atlantic County. We'll let you know in a minute.
Just give me a roster and a microphone. We'll talk football.
An hour and a half, yeah, right?
Make it easy.
Here's a fake one way, and they get it the other way, and that is Nasir Lane, who blows it up in the backfield, a loss on the play.
Well, there was no lane for the running back to go into. A lot of white shirts in the backfield, and maybe that's the spark defensively that's going to get this Williamstown team, possibly get Millville out of field goal range. Listen, I pay attention to stuff. That first extra point, that was a big cheer in this stadium on the Millville side, so I'm pretty sure they're a little shaky with their kicking game. I don't think this is field goal range for them. That could have been a big tackle for loss right there.
That first kick wasn't one that, wasn't pretty.
And I feel like there's been more before in previous weeks. There's a story behind that cheer. You know what I'm talking about, Chris.
It's a cross between the Bronx cheer and an oh, thank you. On 3rd and 15, here's Robbins. Dumps it off, and it's incomplete to Smith. And Taylor Robinson providing the coverage and the physicality.
Well, look, I'm pretty sure if you're coach staff, you're watching this game for next week, do not throw it into the flats. Okay, both of these corners have shown to come up and put a helmet or a shoulder pad in somebody's ribs, and Taylor Robinson gets his turn there. Great job, and you're going to force a punt off of that shank punt from your side and give Brody Colbert a chance to return and get this offense going.
The likelihood of Brody catching this is probably slim here. With the ball inside the 30 or the 40-yard line. But we'll see. Robbins will punt it, and it's a pooch to the far side, and as expected, it goes out of bounds, and it's a good kick, pinning the Braves back inside the 15-yard line.
Now, this is what I want to know, Chris. Who's going to be the vocal leader on this team? There's got a lot of guys that lead by example. As the Rockies played, hard. Obviously, Alexander. These guys are playing hard. Who's going to rally this team up like a guy that they had last year that's up in Piscataway would do in Aaron Lewis? Yeah. Who's going to fire this team up and get them going, especially on the offensive end?
Even Julian did with the crutches. Very vocal. Braves take over, first down. They're at their own 12. 88 yards away. Lorenzo Hines got about 3, and he's pushed backwards.
Watch Chris Adams, 69 right there. At the very last second, he just makes a little bit of a tug move to get Jake Eaton off of him. That's what I'm talking about from defensive linemen. As a former defensive lineman myself, I like that move. You get a few yards on first down run, but that's a great job by number 69 defensively.
Second down, roll out, Doug Brown, and there's just nowhere to go after Brody makes the catch. And a 3rd and long coming up.
Simple zone coverage. And that's just a great job by LaQuinn Allen playing with zone in between. As Zaraku was out to his left, Doug decides to take the simple check down inside, and Allen comes up and makes some nice stuff for us on the 3rd down. And 3rd down and about 4, and I believe Millville has called the second time out of the half for them. So the Braves have a 3rd and 3 when we come back to Wheaton Field. It's 13-0 Thunderbolts exclusively here on BFA Sports.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
2, 1, and it's over.
Back from the timeout and a third down. Call it 3.
Well, we'll call it 8 now.
That's correct. Another brave mistake. And it'll turn a 3rd and 3, just like Coffee said, into a 3rd and 8. And there's Coach Fusatolo on the sideline.
Maybe they're nervous as coaches here. Legends on the sideline. But, man, I am not impressed with what I see. And this is all I can think of. I hope it was fun.
You're jumping the gun, Mr. Jones. You know you are.
Well, that's the halftime speech. Yeah, you got to go on. Listen, if there's Gatorade in the locker room at halftime, you better get it before Coach comes in. Okay, get your cup and go sit down because he's going to flip the Gatorade table over, as he should.
3rd and 8. Brown in trouble. Trying to get away, can't do it. Another sack for the Thunderbolt defense. And it's Patterson getting in.
St. Joe's from Hamilton comes in here and beats this team 56-6 a few weeks ago. Ocean City comes in here, puts up 36 points, and beats them by 20 a week or two ago. This is unacceptable for a Williamstown team, the defending state champ, to come in here to Millville and put up a performance like this. I know teams are going to be good. They're going to be gunning for you. They haven't forgotten what you've done to them in South Jersey in the last 2 years. You're the target on everybody's back. You are the hunted now. And you got to show up every single Friday or sometimes Saturday to play football.
It didn't get unnoticed by us when the prep coaching staff was leaving the coach's box after the win last week, screaming who has a defense now. As Pedersen's kick is much better than this one. At least got some height, and then it goes back. Just like everything else tonight, everything is going towards Millville. The ball goes all the way back to the 31-yard line. That, my friends, is a 12-yard punt. Look at this.
Well, I've been Debbie Downer. I've given you the negative side. I'm going to give you the positive side.
Go ahead.
Do a little bit of both. You make one play, you go into the locker room in a ball game. After all of that, you get the best shot that Millville can give you. And if you can make one play and get a score on this board to close out the half, Williamstown's going to get the ball to start the second half. Make one play, and you're back in this ball game.
From the 31. And late coming onto the field is Keon German. Now they got 11. And it was Allen taking the snap, and they hand off to Sharp, and Sharp gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on first down.
And now with this running game, being able to get out on the edge, could block out wide. Ronald Jameson on Keon Saab. And you pick up 4 yards on first down, but the good thing for Millville, at least in this first half, if you can wind some clock and try to get a score here late, you're really putting the pressure going into the third quarter back on the Braves.
Well, there's no doubt the Thunderbolts have speed, and they're showing it tonight. Faking this jet, and that was Allen keeping it off the snap. So there you go. There was that
Wildcat
mix, yeah. But it's the second snap in a row that Allen took.
Yep.
So they're rotating.
And it's smart for your coaching staff. You're up 13, closing out this 4 minute and change in this first half. Put the ball in the hands of your best player. There's no need to try anything cute. Don't try to throw it. Let your best player make a play and try to run this ball in the end zone, or at worst, get a field goal opportunity.
Third down a yard, they need the 21-yard line. And it's Allen again. Faking the sweep, keeps it, gets a first down. down to the Brave 13-yard line.
I'll be honest, Chris, I don't expect to see any other play other than this. Jet sweep motion, and we're going downhill, quarterback lead off that jet sweep action. We'll let LaQuint Allen, if you're Dennis Thomas, you let LaQuint Allen make the decisions for the rest of this, and this helmet-to-helmet hit is not going to help half the distance to the goal line for the Thunderbolts.
Wow. So this is the half the distance of variety, and now we want to see, can we see that again, David? Because helmet to helmet, that's the second one called tonight, and it's going to put the ball pretty much at like the 7-yard line. Here it is again, Coffee. Well, that's not it. Let's see if we can go back. Meantime, it's a handoff near side, and Sharp is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Braves don't allow anything on that first down run.
Need to not allow anything on this drive. It's imperative. You force a field goal with the shaky kicking game so far of Millville. That'll be the best case scenario. If you're Williamstown right now to go down 16-0 late in this first half, but you cannot allow a touchdown here.
That's a loss of 4, second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Go get it, bro!
With 3:45 to go here in the second. Big defensive stand needed here for the Braves. With motion, they keep it, and Allen fights his way down to the 7. It'll bring up a third down.
You know, we've spent a lot of time here with Coach Dennis Thomas throughout the years, and if I know him as well as I think I do, you're going to run that exact same play, try to put the ball in the middle of the field to at worst set your kicker up. You'll take a 16-0 lead going into almost into the halftime if you're Millville, and right now it's the best you can hope for Williamstown.
Timeout, Braves.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
2, 1.
Welcome back. Following the Brave timeout, it's a 3rd and goal from the 8 for Millville, who have a 13-0 lead and looking to get more. Robbins cuts Bowman, and he's down to the 2, and it almost was picked off by Brody Colbert. Just a step late. And another flag. Or a timeout. A timeout taken by the Braves.
Yeah, that ball was tipped by, I believe, Donovan Ezaraku on the edge. For the 4th and goal situation, tough decision. If you're Coach Thomas, you didn't really gain too many yards. You're sitting there about the 3-yard line, about as long as a 2-point conversion. Do you be aggressive and try to just kind of go ahead and hammer this home that we're a better team? We came here to win this game, and looking at his mindset and just his demeanor talking to his team right now, I think they're going for it. I don't think you're talking that much and you're drawing it up to your offense. You're going to send your kicking unit out there to go up 16-0. They're trying to go up 3 scores right here and make a statement against the best team in South Jersey.
And if you're Mike Seidenberg on the other sideline, the defensive coordinator of the Braves, I mean, you're finding a little bit of rhythm, and you're putting at least a clamp on the passing game lately. So are you gearing up for a run here from, say, Quinn Allen?
Quinn Allen, Wildcat, quarterback power off that jet sweep motion action. Well, nope, Allen's not. Well, he's in the backfield. Well, here we go.
Here it is. 4th down. Allen's going to throw it. Wide open. Touchdown. More trickery, and Devontae White has his second catch of the night.
There's a flag on the play.
Because it might have been forward.
Celebrating?
No, it might have been forward. I can't tell with this angle, but it may have been forward. No, it's an eligible receiver downfield. So a flag is going to save the Braves.
Yes, it is. What a play call. Chris, we needed that call last week.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No, it's fine. You see the officials talking about it.
But again, you see the mindset. You get the ball to your best player on the toss. Everybody's coming. There was nobody in the end zone other than the referee.
Now,
everybody sold out.
That's Jim Conroy, and the signal he was making appeared to be a clap. It wasn't a clap. He was telling Dennis Thomas that his receiver was covered. That's the covered. So that would mean that guy cannot go out on a pass, and that's exactly what he did.
He's probably at the tight end position. Devontae White.
So we can back that up. Can we back that up?
Do we have a wide shot of that? We can see it. I can explain it to the offense. Only the end man on the line of scrimmage is eligible to catch a pass, and now we have a tight angle.
No. So anyway, well, it should be 4th and goal now from the 8, and that's what it is. So one timeout left for each team, 3:14 to go, and I think Pat Gallagher noticing and sensing that this is a big part of the game to get the stop. That's why he burned 2 timeouts on this drive alone. 3:14 left, second quarter, 13-0 Thunderbolts. Allen and Robbins are in the backfield for Millville. Now the Bolts have 5 seconds to snap it. I don't know if they were aware of that. And they don't. That's why they're going to have to call their final timeout. They were just about ready to get a delay of game. So Millville now out of timeouts. 4th and goal from the 8 when we come back to Millville. With 3:14 left, it's 13-0 Thunderbolts.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Big day.
Completed the pylon. Teron Haley won it. Sorry about that.
No, I'm about to say that's a good attempt right there. Try to throw it front pylon. You wish you can get him a little bit, get the ball up a little bit higher. I mean, obviously you got the height advantage of a guy like Taylor Robinson, but if you're going to throw it low or just high, Taylor's going to be all over it, and he was. Great 4th down stop. Obviously the penalty helped, but can Williamstown figure out a way to get some points on the board?
So the Braves will get it as the ball will turn over on downs. They have 1 timeout left and 3:10 on the clock. And I'd say it's kind of important they get something before they get into the locker room.
Yeah, because even though Millville used all their timeouts, 3 minutes of is a lot of time for you to just try to go 3 and out and give them the ball back the way you've been punting here.
Here's Brown on 1st down from the goal line, and he's going deep. Incomplete. Noel. Intended target.
All right, so here's something you can work on later week in practice. You can't see it, but Quincy Noel's running down the middle of the field. He's open. He throws his hand up like Randy Moss. Doug doesn't see him right then, but he overthrows him. If you're Noel, you got to just keep running. Doug looks to his left, and that's what moved the safety. He sees the throw, but again, long overstride. 2 receivers a little bit too close for my personal comfort, but a good play design off the bat, a good look away by Doug. You got to be.
You know what all Williamstown is saying right now? Who cares about your personal comfort? 2nd and 10, Brown from the goal line again. This pass is caught right at the marker. Keon Sabb's first touch of the night is going to be short by about a yard.
Oh, well, there he is. I knew he was here somewhere tonight. I knew he's there. This is a guy at over 100 yards receiving. This is the best athlete in the country, Chris. Come on, we got to get him the football.
Third down in the yard, the clock under 3 minutes. And you see it at the bottom of the screen. Brown on a keeper, and he'll get the first down. At this point, you're going to get the little victories first to get to the bigger one.
That's it. Get the ball to the side, you get on the ball, you go no huddle, let's go. Let's get some movement.
Brown got 5, move the sticks, first down for the Braves.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, ref. Right in front of you. Oh, ref, you kidding me.
I mean, he sprinted and then went down.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm not going to lie.
So we're debating as to whether or not that this injury is an injury that was, I guess, a result of the no huddle.
Yeah, I think it was. And
oh, boy. Well, I'm
not going to give him the Oscar. He can be nominated, but he's not going to get the full Academy Award.
I'm going to tell you right now, Chris Adams is the, and I would never, ever speculate, but, you know, he got a dose of something real fast by the medical staff, and he flew off that field. So the injury timeout with 2:43 to go, and the Braves have a 1st and 10. And now, I don't know why we still have huddles, but the clock is running. They just started the play clock. If the Braves are smart, they'll just snap the ball and go. The umpire needs to get out of there. 1st and 10 at the 23. Doug to throw it. Throws it too high, incomplete. Mizuraku.
A lot of blue shirts around there, Doug.
So a 2nd down and 10. The clock is stopped with 2:22. Braves are doing a lot of mixing and matching with their footballs, actually. Ground wasn't wet, though, when we were walking on it. It's a beautiful night, actually. 56 degrees here in Cumberland County. 2nd down and 10. Brown's got to throw it again, and this one is short. And 3rd down.
I've never seen this team offensively struggle like this, Chris.
Elijah Edwards was bringing the pressure on that play. 3rd down. Clock stopped with 2:18 to go. Now it's the Braves that are taking time. And the count starting in from the field judge. They get the play off. This is Brown in the pocket on 3rd down. He throws deep for Colbert, and Colbert can't come away with it. And now Colbert having some words with Devontae White, who has a touchdown reception tonight, providing the coverage. 4th down.
Good pass protection. Only a 3-man rush, so I expect it. But that's a good job by White. Just understanding route recognition. He knew Brody Colbert's going to the corner route. I can't blame Brody for it. You got to run the route that the coach gives you in the play call.
I think the Braves got a break. I think we got roughing the passer. They got to Dougie. That's going to keep the drive alive. And it's going to put the ball now at the 38-yard line. So roughing the passer against Millville keeps the drive alive for Williamstown. They have 1 timeout left and 2:11 on the clock, and if we can wind that back, we'll see who it was that roughed Brown. In the meantime, 1st and 10. That's Colbert, the motion man. They're going to roll out Brown. He throws in double coverage, and Ezeraku incomplete.
It's a bad decision by Doug. I got to give it to him. LaQuint Allen knew that crossing route was coming. At this point, you just drop it off. You could just flick that ball to Brody Colbert in front of you and let him pick up 6 or 7 yards. You tried to force it. Luckily, they come up incomplete, but that was a dangerous throw by Dougie Brown. I think you got to sometimes just take your losses, check it down.
There's the play again. So 2nd down and 10. 2:06 left here in the 2nd quarter. At the 38. Now they go trips on the near side in this formation. Hines in the backfield. Dougie in the pocket. Throws deep again for Saab. He's got it. He might have pushed off, and the flag comes down. Saab is inside the 25. That official is a veteran official in Jerome Garrett.
Yeah, see, Doug held on to the ball too long. I'm going to teach you something about quarterback play. not always arm strength. It's not always necessarily accuracy because most quarterbacks that start have some accuracy.
It is against Keon.
It's about timing. If you get that same throw up about a second and a half earlier, Keon Saab can run under that catch. You get that same throw up late, now you make people think you're inaccurate when you don't have the arm strength. Well, he's farther than you expect him to be. He's got to make a comeback for the football.
Here it is again, Coffee. Well,
that's the very end of it. But, yeah, he kind of had a little bit of a swim move on Devontae White to come back to the ball. Great job by Saab. I don't blame him. I don't get mad at offensive pass interference calls. If you're going to be the aggressor, go get the football. It's yours. Good job by Mr. Saab. But Doug's got to get that ball out quicker.
Here it comes.
See, that second hit's just a little bit late.
Right. Well, he already had made the contact at that point. So back to live action. A second down now and 24, and a pass near side is nowhere near Quincy Noel, and it's a third down. Braves, no doubt, are struggling on offense tonight. Minute 36 to go until halftime.
They're still fighting. I think this ball needs to be something that's going to be on the ground. Get the clock running. Where's your screen game at the Turner range? Your screen game, your bubble screen, the wide throws out to Brody Colbert. This offense is in disarray right now.
3rd and 24 at the 24. The marker is the 48 of the Braves. That's Noel at the bottom of the screen. Brown to throw it. In trouble. Escapes. Still looking to throw it. Now throwing it, and into double coverage, he's picked off. Quint Allen.
I'll be honest. With 23 seconds left, I don't mind that play with my quarterback. I pat him on the head. You're trying to make a play at the last second. I thought Doug could have just took off and tried to run from there. Because I'm waiting to see a defender, at least for 10 yards, pick up half of it. But with a minute, 23 seconds left, I don't like that play. That's still plenty of time for Millville to try to get another score up here where they missed out an opportunity to go up 3 scores. I'm really impressed with this defense right now. Dennis Thomas, these guys are giving up 35 points per game coming in. They've given out 0 to one of the best teams in the entire state.
So now it's at midfield. And the Thunderbolts out of timeouts and a minute 23 left, like Coffee mentioned, have a chance to get more. Once again, last check, 6-0 Holy Spirit over the Prep. That game is at the Prep in Richland. Calling out the Catholic Championship. First down for Robbins, and he's going to get sacked, and the ball's out, but he's able to recover it. Chad Davis came in.
And Izaraku was the one that forced him into a deep drop in the pocket. I don't like that as a quarterback. I think that's your fault. You can't blame the O-line. If you're going to drop back, any sack pass, 7 yards, it's pretty much, if it's not up the middle, it's pretty much on the quarterback and his drop. Stay in the pocket, young man.
A loss of 9 on the play and a second down and long.
He lost a little more than 9. After that fumble, he had to go back.
Well, they fixed the board. So it's second down 24, so a loss of 14. So back from the 36-yard line. And the handoff goes right. And Allen only gets to the line of scrimmage. And now we look at the Williamstown bench. Do they want to call their final timeout? Down to 25 seconds to go. And it appears they do not.
I think you go in the locker room, you chew the guys out, you get it over with, you come back out, you tell them with positivity, because we're going to get the ball to start the second half. You go down and score. We'll see what Millville's about if they can play in a tighter ball game. Man, this has been impressive from Coach Dennis Thomas and these Thunderbolts.
And that's what's going to happen. So we are at halftime here in Millville with the score. The Thunderbolts of Millville 13, Williamstown nothing. Halftime coming up at Millville right here on BFA Sports, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, Out meats, out supremes, out crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
It's this time we'd like to honor our 2020 Marching Thunderbolts seniors, Sarah Kelly, Shelby Sager, Bryce Brunetta, Rosalind Rodriguez, Kalani Flores, Emmeline Perry, Taylor Hastings, Aurora Ryan, Abigail Sorrentino, Cassidy Miller, Sir Hadley, Jared DeShields, and Aviana McIntosh, and Daniel Laird. Once again, your 2020 Millville Marching Thunderbolts.
Yeah!
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Kicking off for Millville, number 32, Bryson Patterson.
Start of the third quarter tonight here in Millville. 13-0 Millville in front. They're going to kick off to the Braves. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew. And Coffee had said more than once during the first half about the speech that Pat Gallagher delivered at halftime. We'll see what it yields, but give me the Cliff Notes version of what you think was said.
I'm pretty sure there's some furniture that is not the way that it was found in there. Maybe a Gatorade cooler dumped over. Somebody lost their voice. Somebody may have threw a pair of gloves, hopefully not a helmet because they may break and they're expensive. But they're going to be fired up. They're going to go down here and they're going to score this opening drive, and we're going to get to a ball game.
This is Hines at the 5, turning it back and shy of the 30-yard line. That's a good tackle on special teams for Millville.
Let's look at this team is fired up. I mean, you return the ball out to almost the 30-yard line, which is a decent return. But just to see the celebration and the enthusiasm on the Millville sidelines, I mean, those guys in blue and orange, they came to play tonight.
And it stands to reason that number 81 is on the second page of the roster, which we didn't do, but I'm going through the phone. Zaire Pickett, number 81, sophomore with the play on special teams. Turner Inge off the pitch, and that's a good run on first down. Inge moves the pile across the 40. It's a gain of 13.
First play of the game offensively for Williamstown. They go downhill to Turner Inge. He hit it with a head full of steam. Picked up about 3 yards. This time they get him out on the edge. Uses that momentum. First down run. First down conversion.
This is a screen to Colbert. Colbert gets a block, sort of, from Ezeraku and springs out to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 7. And we had that last week where Ezeraku went, one of those, sort of setting a pick.
And Don's too good for that. I'm going to talk to him about it. You're a better player than him. You got to be the best player in the state. You got to go out there and make that block cleanly. You did enough to get Brody by, but again, you're going up against Notre Dame and Clemson next year in Chestnut Hill. There's going to be some NFL guys who are going to be trying to block.
You just mentioned two teams that are going to meet next week. On second down, here's Brown's pass. That is caught, and that's a first down. Quincy Noel to the Millville 44, and Williamstown moving the ball to start the second half.
Watch Doug Brown step up in the pocket and not back. Finds Noel, short, hits route. Another first down for the Braves.
2 minutes gone, third quarter. Braves taking the opening kickoff of the second half and moving down. They are at the Millville 44. This drive started at the 25. A double reverse to Colbert, and it didn't fool anybody. And Devontae White stops Colbert after a gain of about a half a yard.
Doug, I'm going to make a prediction. Chris, excuse me, I keep saying Doug, our great producer. If this Millville team is not top 10 next season, considering health, if Coach Thomas is still here, if they're not ranked in the top 10 at some point next season, I'll buy you a pretzel, because I'm telling you, this team is loaded with underclassmen. Devontae White is one of them. Only a junior. I haven't called too many seniors' names making plays. There's been a lot of underclassmen. This team is loaded. 7
on the entire roster. This is a pitch to Turner off the far side. Cuts it back and is inside the 40-yard line, bringing up a third down and 5 for the Braves at the 39. 2 down territory, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, at this point, you got to do what you got to do offensively. Try to get some points on the board. Good job by Devin Cope getting the edge again, setting up a third and manageable situation for the Braves.
They need the 34. This is Inge, and he is going to be very close to the Brave first down. He's got it.
And just that motion by Brody Colbert laterally across the formation, defenders have to hesitate just for a second. Those linebackers can't trigger, because if you throw that bubble screen, they're going to be caught up. And Brody Colbert outflank him and get around the edge. So just that hesitation allows Turner Inge to get downhill and move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Here's a fake. Colbert trying to get to the outside and fights his way inside the 30. That's a good play on first down for the Braves. They get about 5.
And that plays all Brody Colbert. Quick screen out wide. I need better effort by Donovan Ezeraku. Brody does that by himself, and even Keon Saab. He's out dancing with a corner. Go get a hand on the guy. Put your shoulder pads onto him and block him. We need a little more physicality in the second half.
A gain of 6, a second down and 4. Look at this angle. Look at the 4 cameras. This is incredible. Great action tonight on BFA. That pass is caught short of the first down and bring up a third down and a yard. That's Colbert again.
Again, that double out route combination as the rock with the wide out. Inside route by Brody Colbert. Another first down for Dougie Brown in this offense. Obviously their best drive of the night.
That was a generous spot. Gives the Braves a set of downs at the 24. Under 8 minutes to go in the third. And now we've got a whistle, and you think Dennis Thomas is going to call a timeout? Absolutely. Braves are on the move. Pizza Hut sponsors Williamstown Braves football exclusively on BFA Sports.
Hey, Chris, that was a good lead.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hit it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
So now we'll see what the Thunderbolts did with the Dennis Thomas timeout as we come back to action. It's a 1st and 10, and that's Turner Inge bouncing off of Allen. Down inside the 10, it's a 1st and goal for the Braves.
And again, that's all on the running back. Good job initially, but I need more. I want more, and you got to be the best team in the state. You got to go give us more. Donovan Ezaraku, make a better block, and that guy may score because a great job by Inge coming out with a fury in this third quarter, and this offense is rolling in the red zone for the first time.
They are at the 8. Colbert is in motion. It's going to be Brody. Can he get to the edge? No, he cuts it back. A flag is thrown, and Colbert is down inside the 5 to about the 2. And now we'll check the flag.
Chris, I'll be honest. I wasn't necessarily an offensive lineman. I was an athlete that could block. And blocking happens with your feet, not your arms. And these penalties happen because you want to reach out and grab guys. You can get a hold of them, but you got to be able to run your feet and stay stride for stride with the defender.
It's holding on Quincy Noel. Watch the top of the screen.
I didn't see a lot there. It's funny. It looked like the DB actually grabbed Noel to get off the block. But 1st and goal, backed it up a little bit.
From the 12, Turner Inge fighting down to the 5. 7 yards on 1st down. Tough run by Turner.
Yeah, that is a tough run in between the tackles. Haven't had much success in between the tackles tonight. Most of it has been out on the perimeter for this Braves rushing attack.
2nd and goal from the 5. Turner Inge again and dropped after a pickup of a couple. He's down to the 3-yard line. He gets Patterson on the stop for Millville.
Patterson, good to see Chris Adams back on the field. We thought we were going to carry him off on the stretcher in the first half when he went down.
Boy, I'll tell you, reek of sarcasm tonight. Reek of it. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Coming up on 6 minutes. So the Braves have had the ball since the start of the quarter, and that's just about 6 minutes. And a whistle, and would you believe it? A timeout by the Braves. 3rd and goal when we come back. Braves knocking on the door. They trail 13-0 on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
A Pat Gallagher timeout with 6:02 on the clock and a big 3rd and goal here. Braves down 13-0, but they are knocking on the Millville door for their first score of the night.
Xavier Alexander in the backfield, Chris. Sorry about that.
That's with Turner Inge. It's a fake, and Brown is caught behind the line. Quinn Allen flew in there and made the stop.
And he didn't fall for it at all. Oh, they tried to sneak out. A little play action. That's just a great defensive play. You can't talk any better. One of the leaders of this team, only a junior. You talk about their leading rusher. He makes a big tackle for loss there. He's going to force Williamstown to take a field goal shot.
So they send Amico out.
Wow, that's a big loss.
This will be from 30.
If you don't take a loss that far, I think they may go for it on 4th down.
And no good. Missed it to the right. So an empty drive for Williamstown. They take the opening kickoff of the second half. They run 6 minutes, 48 seconds off the clock, but as you can see, that kick sails wide right. So Millville back on offense, no damage to them, and they still have a 13-0 lead.
Well, your defense is going to have to do it for you. You put together the best drive of your night. At some point, because of the penalty and the holding call on the well that backs you up from that 1st and goal situation, you get back to the 5-yard line and you try to get a little bit cute on 3rd down with the play action fake. And good job by Quinn Allen. You can't say much else about it. The kid makes a play for the sack, forces the field goal opportunity, and you miss out on that.
And what's disappointing is that was the play after the timeout, too. So the Thunderbolts take over at the 20. It is a touchback in high school football, a missed field goal that reaches the end zone, and Quinn Allen reaches the 30 with an 11-yard run and a 1st down.
Let's get your best player to football right now. You see Nasir Lane. He gets up the field, forces it inside, but Roccabaldo was not able to get off that block quick enough to make that tackle right in the hole. Good run on 1st down by the Thunderbolts.
Officially 10 yards on that run by Allen and a 1st down for Millville as we tick down to 4:45 left in the 3rd quarter. So another 1st down. And now Robbins is at quarterback. Hands off Allen. Breaks one tackle. And Allen gets near the 40-yard line. Turner Inge, Taylor Robinson combined on the stop, but they're going to give him a 1st down at the 40-yard line.
And just a simple handoff up the middle. Brazen Williams Holland, number 59. You see the big fella from the offensive line get up to the 2nd level. He just gets a piece of Cody Lagamba, just enough of a crease for another 1st down run by the Thunderbolts.
They're at the 40. At the 4-minute mark. Allen again left side, breaking tackles. Quinn Allen dragged down by Brody Colbert by his shoe tops, but not before a 14-yard gain into Brave territory. 1st down Millville.
And yeah, I think as a coaching staff, you got to get out of this 3-man front right now. I watched that play interior. They double team Zaire Alexander. You run the other 2 guys up the field, and you got a big gap for a talented runner that I think will be at the FBS level in 2 years in LaQuinn Allen.
So we had the update from Holy Spirit. Remember what the score was at the end of 1? It was 6-0 Spirit. They're going into the 4th quarter. it's 6-0 Holy Spirit. So St. Augustine is being shut out tonight at home. Here's a pitch to Allen, and everybody's waiting for him, including Cody Lagamba.
Kind of surprised at that play call. That's 3 straight runs by LaQuint Allen coming off the missed field goal. They picked up a first down on every single run. This time you try to get cute and throw it to him to the short side of the field. One thing Williamstown can do on defense is run to the football. You throw him a swing pass, and you get no gain if you're Millville.
Here's a look at the conditions tonight. Temperature holding up, mid-50s. Robbins screen pass to Sharp, and Alexander tracked him down. So that's a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Zaraku turned him up on that flag. Swing pass. Good job by Donovan. You know he can run. And good hustle by Alexander, getting him on the ground. But doing my prep work on Millville, Chris, earlier this week, I go to Max Preps. I start off there. First thing I noticed, they're ranked number 42 in the state. That's not too far outside of the top 25. For a 1-3 team, that's a lot of respect right here, Chris.
Well, that's their opponents, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Quality of their opponents.
And you're still ranked, knocking on the door at the top 25. This is not a bad team. You got to come to play here.
On third down, Robbins is chased, throws it, it is caught to the 35-yard line. That is a catch by Devontae White. First down, Millville.
See, Azaraku cannot go inside. I don't know. You cannot lose contain on these rushes. Defensively, let your pass rusher go and turn up the field, but you allow a quarterback to escape out to his left. Buys a lot of time, and even though Chad Davis is trying to chase him down, he finds a way to move the chains and burn some more clock with a 13-point lead.
Down to a minute and a half to go here in the third. 13-0 Millville. They've got a 1st and 10. And how about Robbins going against his body on the rollout? Quinn Allen is stopped after a gain of a yard by Turner Inge.
Well, I don't think that's impressive. You got Chad Davis chasing you behind. You got, Alexander, Ezaraku. These guys are coming after you. You're throwing. It's easy to run and make that throw in shorts in practice in the summer. It's difficult when these guys are coming at you live.
Under a minute to go. A 2nd down and 9 coming up for Millville. They have to get this play off.
Just changed 4 offensive players. Different skill set and personnel package, and LaQuint Allen just came back on the field for the Thunderbolts.
They've got 5 seconds to snap this ball. They get it off. Robbins pass. Too far for White. Incomplete. Clock stop with 37 seconds.
Good job by Brody Colbert just being up on that simple hitch route. Even Donovan Ezaraku got in the passing lane, forced a higher throw.
So now it's 3rd down and 9. 37 seconds left. Quinn Allen. Ezaraku wrapped him up after a gain of a couple. And 4th down coming up, and that should be the final play of the third quarter.
Good job by Isaiah Alexander holding up against the double team. Ezaraku's the unblocked defender on that play. He comes downhill, makes that tackle. But a 4th down coming up for Millville. They're going to try to go and put a nail in the coffin to close out these first 3 quarters.
10 seconds. I don't think they're going to get this play off.
They didn't want to. They tried to be tricky. Play out of our playbook. This is Coach Thomas. Dennis Thomas is a veteran, knows what he's doing, and they're going to take it into the 4th quarter with a 2-score lead.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza? And that's Rocca Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
12 minutes to go here on BFA. The Williamstown Braves, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut, and they are in Millville, and they are trailing 13-0. 12 minutes to go here tonight. We are at the 31-yard line, and it is a 4th down and 6 for Millville. And during the break, Coffey said rather loudly, "We need a stop," and that is definitely true, Captain Obvious. 4th down. Let's see what the Thunderbolts decide to do. Robbins will take the snap. Chased out. Gets away from Lane. Throws deep. And it is caught. Unbelievable catch. It looked like Lane went for the pick. And Quinn Allen comes down with it. Conversion on 4th down inside the 10-yard line.
Lane goes inside, loose contain again. You don't get the sack. He throws it up instead of going for the knockdown. Well, I think Turner might have been going for a knockdown, but he missed the ball completely. And so far, the player of the game through 3 quarters, Quinn Allen, makes another play for the Thunderbolts, looking to pull off the upset here.
Yeah, Lane went for the kill in the backfield, and Inge went for the pass.
But that's twice. 3rd and a 4th down. You lose contain. You allow the quarterback to buy more time. Keep contained. Stay outside.
1st and goal for the 9. Ronald Jameson into the game. First time. Direct snap. Goes to Quinn. And he goes down immediately as the Braves finally get through. Joey Roccabaldo led the charge. 2nd down and goal at the 9.
Chris, I'll tell you a story, even though you're in here breaking chairs and stuff, big guy. Before I got so heavy, before when I was under 300 pounds in high school going into junior college, it's about 280, 290, playing defensive end, Pasadena City College. And what lost me my job and made me go inside to a nose guard and a D-tackle, I kept losing contain. And Coach Tom Marr would always tell me, we had a couple of scrimmages, and I'm trying to get inside, get to the quarterback, straight line is the quickest route. I keep losing contain, quarterback's getting outside of me, making plays, and that was it. Coach was like, you can't play DN for me, son. You got to move inside, and obviously that and Jack in the Box tacos got bigger.
Another direct snap to Allen, hands off to Sharp. And Sharp is down to about the 7. It's only a couple of yards on the play. It's Keon Sabb coming up to make the stop for the Braves. Another big play. 3rd down and goal at the 8.
Yeah, because anything closer than this, I think Coach Thomas goes for it. At this point, I think he may decide to kick it, try to take a 16-point lead. If he can get closer than this, anything inside the 4 or 5, I think they go for it on 4th down.
3rd and goal for Robbins.
Got him.
Throws and getting a beat on it. Taylor Robinson saw it all the way, and he broke it up.
I'm going to have to ask Brody Colbert about that. He played it flat right now, sat down, and Taylor Robinson plays 2 guys on that play. That is an amazing play for your defense. Covers the hitch route, takes away the corner route. Simple smash route concept. Every team runs it. A hitch in a corner, and Taylor Robinson played both. That makes you a Pro Bowler when you get to the NFL level. Great play by Mr. Robinson.
So they are going to try to kick it. And the kicker is Eric Edwards. He got 1 extra point tonight. He's 1 for 2. The holder is Jacob Zamat. That ring a bell, that last name?
Yes, sir.
Got it. It's 16-0 Millville with the field goal by the Thunderbolts. 9:33 to go. Back with the kickoff here on BFA.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one outpizzas the Hut.
25-yard field goal by Eric Edwards of Millville, and that's the score, 16-0, 9:33 to go here in the ball game. Time's a wasting. You know, in the first half, the Braves only ran 17 plays total. They fixed that in their opening drive of this quarter, but came up with no points. But it's still a 2-score game.
Well, good news, bad news. You're still down 2 scores as you were when you missed that field goal, as we were, which you would have been if you made that field goal.
That's the good news?
That's the good news. The bad news is you lost a lot of time off that clock, and we're under 10 minutes in this game.
Turner Inge looking for a crease. And dragged down at the 40. That's a good return. Tackle on special teams by Kayshawn Jones. So you're at the 40 to start this drive.
Good return by Turner. Way to hold on to the football, because you know in these situations, guys get a little desperate, trying to make a play. You get a little loose with the pigskin. So here we go. Offensively, Doug Brown's got to pick this tempo up. The offensive line's got to protect. Receivers run crisp routes. Try to get the ball in the end zone. 35 points a game allowed by Millville coming in, and they got a donut on the defending state champ.
Couldn't have said it better myself. First down at the 41. Play fake on first down from Dougie. Deep over the middle for Ezeraku, and he underthrew it, and he's picked again by Quinn Allen. His second of the night.
And that's one thing that you gotta talk to Doug about. You gotta understand your matchups. That's the best player on the other team. And if you're gonna take a shot, I don't mind you taking a shot down the field, but he jammed Ezeraku coming off the line of scrimmage. Kind of stumbled getting out in the route, and you throw it up against their best player, and their best player won on that one. This Millville defense has been very impressive.
Another turnover, and we have an injured Thunderbolt on the field. So we'll take a break and come back. Another turnover. Millville back on offense when we come back. 16 now, nothing with 9:16 to go.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza.
In the break, it's an incomplete pass on first down to Bowman. Here's the shot again.
Luckily, that was a forward pass, not a backwards pass, but
I hope it was forward. It was 9 yards in front.
For Williamstown, it's going to stop the clock. This is a team, Chris.
That was probably as bad as what I just said about 3 minutes ago.
Millville was off last week. They gave up 92 points in the last 2 games they've played. 92 they allowed, 0 to Williamstown tonight.
I believe you called it a donut. Allen bounces out, and he gets about 5.
He gets out of bounds. Good penetration up front. Wow. Zaire Alexander, he just ran through number 55, Edison Adino. But a good runner like Al just doesn't panic in the backfield, still picks up 5 yards. It could have been a loss of 4 or 5. But again, losing contain on the edge. That's a problem. And you talk about last year, you had Ezeraku on one edge. And you had a stud 4-star recruit playing in the Big Ten right now on the other side.
9:04 to go. 3rd and 5 for Millville. Look at this formation. It's Allen with blocking help, and he gets near the first down, and he's got it.
Who's got contained? I've been saying this. Nasir Lane, number 4, you got to stay outside. That's a pretty good tackle you're going against. I've been talking since the beginning of the game about Taheem Mitchell. You let number 70 hook you like that, your defense is going to be compromised if you cannot contain the running back. And what I mean by that, you got to set the edge. Do not let anybody get outside of you. Poor job all night long by the Williamstown defense.
9 yards and a first down. Now the ball is at the 38. First down carry for Keon German. That's the second carry of the night. Gets maybe a yard. But clock now definitely in the favor of Dennis Thomas and Millville with 8 minutes to go.
That play, you've seen Donovan Ezeraku come around the edge. That's containing the run, making sure he runs it in between the tackles where the rest of your help and your defenders are. And you see a limited game. And when you lose contain against a runner as talented as LaQuint Allen, only a junior here in Millville, they're going to have a lot of college scouts here between now and next fall looking at these talented football players.
Quint Allen. Short of the first down, pickup of 8.
If Taheem Mitchell is not a 4-star or 5-star recruit in 2 years,
it's the shoes.
I don't know what it is.
It's got to be the shoes.
It's a great block.
How about a 67-yard touchdown at the prep, Nasir Hill, who did Williamstown in last week. Kicked the extra point, and the prep up, 4:46 left in the fourth, 7-6. Partner, we're going to one of those places next week.
I hope it's the prep, because maybe that'll wake this team up after taking a whooping like they've taken here tonight at Millville.
Another set of downs. Allen, 21 carries on the night, 88 yards, pickup of 2.
Under 7 minutes to go. This team is going to have to find a way to get some type of a quick strike offense, and knowing we talked about the speed early on in our open of this Millville football team. You've seen LaQuint Allen with the interception. They got some guys in secondary. When you know a team is desperate down 2 scores this late in the ball game, it's going to be tough sledding to offensively try to get something going.
Down to 6:20. And now Millville will use as much of that clock as they can. And a timeout taken by Dennis Thomas. He has 1 left. Clock is stopped with 6:14 here in the fourth. There's the score. 16-0 Millville. We're back after this.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
One timeout left for Millville. It's a 2nd down and 9. Sometimes Dennis Thomas, and we've been here an awful lot, I'm not sure I'd want to call a timeout there, stop the clock, but they do with 6:14 to go. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. They have the ball just on their side of midfield. Robbins fakes a pitch one way, throws near side to Sharp. And Sharp is to the Williamstown 45. That's about 3 yards short of a first down, coming up on 6 minutes left.
That's a great call, play call right there. You go with the fake toss, but a good job by Brody Colbert fighting off that block and making that tackle. We're inside of 6 minutes and bringing up a third down.
And 3. The marker is the 42-yard line of the Braves. And we will keep our eye on the field judge who's on the near sideline. He has the play clock. So that prep lead was short-lived. How about a Spirit touchdown? 41 yards. Trevor Cohen to Gavin Roman, 12-7. Holy Spirit up. 4.5 to go in that ball game. This handoff goes off the right side. And short of the first down is Quinn Allen. So 4th down and about 2. And now they're going with no huddle.
Yeah, they're going to get on the ball. They're going to go downhill with Allen and try to put this game away. Right now, 2-score lead. You really don't have – this is house money you're playing with if you're Coach Thomas in Millville right now. Anything you do right now other than turn the football over, you're still in good position to win this game.
With motion, Allen will get the first down. It was Nasir Lane who got in and took him down, but not before the first down. At the 40, and the clock will stop with 4:47 to go. And a new set of downs for Millville. 2 timeouts left for the Braves. They have yet to score tonight. And this is definitely a shocker.
And I'm shocked about the way Millville has been more physical and more disciplined than Williamstown. You can't blame that. I mean, the coaching staff, we know Coach Thomas. We've been around him enough. We've talked about him enough. He's going to be prepared. He's had his team prepared, especially with the offensive game plan. But defensively,
you hear the whole yell from the sideline all the way on Williamstown, and I think they're going to get that call. After a gain of 2 yards by Allen, this hold is going to send them back. And Dennis Thomas pleading his case with Jim Conroy. He's going to lose that argument.
A situation where finally you get in the Sear lane, you get up the field, try to keep contained. He got held. It's going to back Millville up, but they can't get that time back on the clock. If it's going to be another first down, they're going to be able to run 4 downs at a time into this game with a 16-point lead.
It's a first down and 19. The ball is at midfield. And now we keep our eyes on the clock. You need 2 scores. How about Holy Spirit, though, huh?
Well, you only score 6 all game, and they take a lead. Oh, we got to wake up.
16 seconds later, 12-7, Holy Spirit.
Well, that's what we need, a 16-second scoring drive for Williamstown right now.
Sharp on the end around. And he found the sideline, but he stayed in bounds, and that kept the clock going. Now with 3:30 left, and now I think Williamstown will call their second timeout.
I like the battle going on there. Just 2 stud guys that I think can both play at the college level. Brody Colbert on our side and Devontae White. He was blocking him at the very last second. But a great play by Colbert.
So we'll keep it here. 3:31 left in the ball game. That is 16-0 Millville, a 1-3 Thunderbolt team, really giving it to the 3-1 Braves tonight. He's speechless, folks.
No lies were told there.
And again, as we monitor that other one, the uncertainty of where we're going next week.
Chris.
Yes.
LaQuint Allen's a junior.
He is. There are only
Nathan Robbins is a junior.
Did you count the seniors? Because I counted the seniors. And I think.
But I'm talking about the playmakers. Jacob Jamont, he's a guy. We talked to him. His brother is a Division I quarterback right now. He's an undergrad. He's a freshman. Devontae Parker's a junior. Oh, God. I mean, these guys, we've been calling their names a lot tonight, and they're going to be back. Caleb Bowen, he's a big-time player. I mean, they got some guys in up front. Taheem Mitchell, watch out for that name.
He's only a sophomore.
Listen, 247 Sports, if you're listening, Max Preps, this kid's going to be a monster. You need to come down here and check him out.
We missed Jake Ketcher from the Prep, was going to Vanderbilt because he's out for the year, but he is a big boy too. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage and falling forward for a couple, and then this is a Williamstown timeout, their last. It's Quinn Allen for his 24th carry of the night. So now the Braves are out of timeouts. I believe we have them for out of timeouts. Is that correct, Josh? We have them for out of timeouts. The board has one, and we'll get clarification on that. We do know that the clock is correct. There's 3:23 left in the ball game. The Williamstown Braves are being shut out tonight by Millville. Very uncharacteristic. And they need to right the ship quickly as the playoffs begin. It's an unusual format for the playoffs where pods have been created. And I don't know why they called them pods. You could have called them regions. You could have called them anything, you know. Pods? So in any event, go ahead.
I'm trying to think. Playoffs.
Playoffs? Yeah, right. Little Jim Moore? No.
Other division? I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, you mean it's an acronym?
I was hoping. I was trying to be somewhat.
I'm dumb enough to go for that one.
Playoff something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Who knows? In any event, that pod consists of 4 teams. It's the second playoff pod. Those 4 teams are Cherokee, Holy Spirit / St. Augustine, your Williamstown Braves, and Lenape. And the 4th team is decided by that game tonight at the Prep. After the timeout, 3rd down and 15 with Sharp in motion. He's going to take it on the jet and can't get through Turner Inge. Turner tracks him down. No gain and a 4th down. And now we'll see if Dennis wants to kick the ball back or run a play on 4th down.
And Turner's, I think Ezeraku was going to owe him a Gatorade on that one because he saved him. Donovan decides to go inside of that wingman block, and just the speed of a guy who he's a tailback on our roster. I think at the next level, Turner Inge got a bright future at the linebacker position because he's been all over the field making plays. Makes a nice tackle there.
That's Sharp still down. We'll come right back.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are looking at Naeem Sharp being helped off the field. He was the ball carrier on that play. So the Braves are out of timeouts. We were correct. And Millville has 1. And there is Dennis Thomas. Dennis had that spring program too, right? At the USA Football. Took a team pretty far. Somewhere out of the country. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. They got some. Listen, this guy knows how to coach football. I'm telling you. I am surprised at the score and the way it's looked. I am not surprised at the upset overall because I know Millville. We've been here long enough. This team is always going to fight and play tough.
Robbins just got it away, and it's going to wind up bouncing behind the line of scrimmage, and it's picked up by Watkins, and he is to midfield or the 49-yard line.
Yeah, not a bad decision by Keyshawn. Punt kind of goes off the kicker's leg, and Ezeraku was trying to get blocked by Ronald Jameson. He's pushing to the kicker, but if there's nobody around, try to make a play. You got less than 3 minutes to get 2 scores, 2 2-point conversions, and 2 bottles of Gatorade, 2 apple pies to make it a whole meal deal because Williamstown needs a lot of help.
That's your order? So 1st down at the 49. Out of timeouts and 51 yards away from at least the first one. You need 2 of them. And like Coffee mentioned, you also need the 2-point conversions. Here's Brown setting up the screen. Hines on the far side with a lot of room. Lorenzo cutting it back. Still on his feet. He's down to the 37.
On the ball. You go all-go special. You run all-go routes. Swing your running back out to the right side. They're running zone. Nobody's there. Picks up about 15 yards. Good play to start this drive off. You got to get going, Dougie Brown.
He did get 15. First down at 38. Got to move. 2:20 to go. Brown's pass to the sideline. Incomplete for Sabb. And I'll tell you, Sabb has been double-teamed all night.
And I don't like, for a coaching staff, there's too much switching and flipping sides going on. Quincy Noel had to flip all the way across the formation after that first down play. That's too much. You got to be able to line guys up and to be flexible enough to play on the right or left side in this 2-minute drill so you can continue to get going.
Clock stop with 2:20 to go. At the 37, it's a second down and 10. We are waiting for an update from the Holy Spirit, St. Augustine, and we're going to get a timeout by Millville. So Dennis Thomas has burned his final timeout. 2:20 left. Winding down in Millville. Braves need 2 scores.
You're looking to score the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. Got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocco Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5.
On second down after the timeout, underneath there's Sabb in open spaces. Keon Sabb will get in for the touchdown.
She did. You know what? That's probably the fastest I've seen Keon move this season. And that's the speed that has all the top 5, top 10 schools in America, Georgia, Ohio State, Clemson, salivating over his talents in the next year. Right there, you just see another gear. And even dip his shoulder to make sure he gets in the end zone. Now you got to go for 2.
There was nobody in the screen when he caught that ball. 38-yard touchdown for Keon Sabb, and of course, as Coffee mentioned, you got to go for 2 and you got to get it. Brown rolls out.
Run it, Dougie.
Lofts it to the corner, and Colbert's got it for the 2 points. Not dead yet. With 2:10 to go.
Got away. I thought Doug had ran. You get contained. There's nobody over there but the referee. And a guy back there taking stats from NJ High School. Doug could have walked in there, but he made it a tough one. Get Brody Colbert a Sports Center type highlight. But now, onside kick time. You're out of timeouts. He's playing the clock rules to us. You got 25 seconds in between plays.
40 between plays.
40? Yeah, you got to get the onside kick. Mark a penalty or something, they can kneel it and get up out of here.
Look at the officials. Look, Jerome Garrett, who is the more animated one, he was the one that was telling everybody where to line up. So you can see the crew, 6-man crew, and they will line up for the obvious onside kick formation. That means they'll have it all covered on either sideline. So you're going to have 2 on the 50, 2 on the 45, and 2 at the 40. This is big here. 2:10 on the clock, no timeouts for the Braves. So the onside kick, and of course with the new rule change, you can't kick it into the ground anymore. So it's got to be some type of a squib kick, or you can rifle it at somebody and hope it hits a member of the receiving team. But here we go. Miko tees it up.
Get lucky. Can you get lucky?
Hang on. It bounces. It's loose. And they fight for it. I don't know, Coffee.
I don't see much celebrating, so there's going to be a fight down there. Who's got the ball?
Who's got it? Millville's got it. And it looks like it was recovered by Keon German, number 5.
Up ball pump right off his leg. Sergio Rodriguez did the right thing. The guy bounced the ball off his chest. You hit him. Try to knock him out of there.
And that ought to do it for Millville. So, with 2:07 on the clock, and Williamstown cannot stop it. So if you do the quick math at 40 seconds between.
Barring a penalty, if they take a knee, they can get out of here.
And I think that's what Dennis Thomas is telling his guys. Without a first down, though, they'll get the ball back. But we'll see. A final at the Prep, and Holy Spirit hangs on and beats St. Augustine 12-7.
I guess these teams kind of took each other internal bleeding and got so hyped about that game last week, they both took losses here.
First down, and that's not right. That is a knee by Nathan Robbins from the shotgun, and then he rightfully gets hit. There should not be a flag for that, and there isn't. Absolutely not. You can't protect the quarterback if you're not going to take a knee directly from the snap.
I like to agree with you, Chris.
Good no call there. And the officials are talking about it, Jim Conroy, but you've got to take a knee right from there.
Yep, they protect quarterbacks enough.
Now the clock is still running. They spot the ball at the with the 1:30 mark. They spot it at the 35, and Dennis Thomas, he's really giving it to the official on the sideline. You cannot do that, Dennis. You can't get protection taking a knee.
If he gets a penalty, it's going to stop the clock and maybe give Williamstown a chance. So he needs to calm down.
That was a 10-yard loss. And he goes right down. And it's really difficult to even get protection from the shotgun anyway.
That guy's got a running start coming at you. I mean, it's a lot that can happen. And
53 seconds to go. By the way, tonight's game was produced by David Virgilio, directed by Doug Stasic.
Best in the business.
Camera, Al Fisher, Charles Hope, Garrett Suey, Josh Davidson. Stats and graphics here in the booth, Josh Hood. And the executive producers of BFA Sports are Brian Murray, Al Fisher, and Doug Stasic. The final kneel down tonight, and Millville will beat Williamstown 16-8 here in Cumberland County. So Williamstown will drop to 3-2. They'll find themselves in playoff pod number 2 a week from tonight in Absecon, as the Holy Spirit Spartans will host the defending state champion Williamstown Braves. That's next Friday. We should get a time. I believe it's at 6 o'clock, but we'll get confirmation during the week. Anyway, that's our ball game tonight here in Millville. Final score, Thunderbolts 16, the Braves 8. For our entire BFA Sports crew and for Coffee Jones, this is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll talk to you next week from Holy Spirit. Good night, everybody.